Yo, what is going on, guys? And welcome back into another episode of Hustle Williams. And today I am going to be teaching you guys how to source items from Home Depot. To be exact, 2 hot selling items. So without further ado, let's get into it. Please take a look and check out my Instagram. We put out new videos every day as well as new content all the time. So if you guys can, go ahead and subscribe to my Instagram. It's hustle.williams. Also, I have a secret giveaway at the end of this video that I'm going to be going over, and I'd appreciate you guys if 5 of you would like to take this opportunity to check it out. If you can just drop a message to me at the end of the video, and then we'll go from there. So stick around to the end of the video. I have a real big secret to drop on you, and the first 5 people to message me are going to be able to use this content for free. Alright guys, like I said before, today we are going to be talking about sourcing items from Home Depot. So I've already found 2 items, and I've also done some price matching for them, and I've also seen how we can undercut them. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I've already sourced these items. I've already found them. It took me well under 10 minutes. These are 2 items. One I would prefer to sell more than the other, but they've both been shown to sell. So we're going to go over both of them, and I'm going to break them down one by one. All right, so let's do it. All right guys, and if you can, hit that like button. It helps with the algorithm, and also hit that subscribe button for inspirational videos. We do all types of videos, eBay dropshipping, as well as stocks right now, and I'm going to be getting into Amazon dropshipping. So if you guys can, hit the like, hit the subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much. Here we go. So in Zik Analytics, one of the first things that I searched for, I went to product research, and then I searched for, the keyword was DeWalt. Now, DeWalt is kind of not the best term to be using because it is a Vero keyword, and many things that use the word DeWalt are going to be notified as Vero. But what I did that for is I know that Home Depot sells a lot of DeWalt items, so I figured we can use the keyword DeWalt, and we can break it down by sellers and competition to figure out, okay, if they have DeWalt items, maybe they have other in-stock items from Home Depot, and we could make it work from there, which is exactly what I did. From there, I found a seller. Okay, this guy right here. So I clicked on CPO outlets, which was this guy right here, and I pressed scan seller, and I find out he has a 95% rating, sell-through rate. He has 9,446 active items, 8,975 sold, and he sold over 1,229,509 on eBay over the past 30 days. So some key takeaways before I even go any further than this. His feedback score is ridiculous. His monthly income is also ridiculous, meaning that this is probably a merchant seller. To me, this is probably a brick and mortar store who has a deal either with eBay to sell certain types of Home Depot items on here. So that is one thing that I took away from this. So as we go down, we're going to look at these items. And he does have a bunch of Vero items, so we can see this all right away. So you got to be careful of that. Maybe he is allowed to sell these on eBay. He has contracted out the work. I don't know how he's been able to sell these Veroed items, and I know they are Vero due to this nice little exclamation point with the red indicator over here, and you can get that by using the Zik booster. Those are Veroed items, okay? So what I did from here is I checked out the competition for certain items. So I wanted to find something that had high competition. What we found was this Milwaukee Pack Out Large Toolbox 4822 8425 new. And if I go over here, I can see the competition level is at a 59. So what I did from here, and to get this competition thing for Zik Analytics, you got to have the Zik booster. The Zik booster is right here. It's a downloadable Chrome extension. You guys can check it out and review it and let me know what you think. But I use it all the time, and it's fantastic. So it shows me how many competitors are selling it for this exact title and what we can do for it. So I then press scan title, and I came across all these listings right here. So these are all the listings that are selling, showing me what's sold and what hasn't sold. So what I did from here, since I knew that guy was such a big seller, I wanted to find, and I knew this item wasn't a Vero item, and I knew that other people were going to sell it because there's other 59 competitors on this one item. So what I did next is I broke it down by feedback score, and how I can do that is usually it's going to show you the top sales first. So this guy's CPO outlets has sold 195. Now he's going to be incredibly hard to compete with, probably because he's got discount pricing on this, and he may be using discount gift cards. He probably has an advantage over all drop shippers or retail sellers in general. So he's not going to be my main competition. I'm not really trying to compete with him. However, there are other people who have made sales selling this exact item with a different title. So that's what I wanted to find. So the next thing I did was I click on the star icon right here, and it sorts things out by amount of feedback. So I was scrolling through, and the first guy I went into was Your Online Mall, and I checked him out because he has 41 feedback, and he has actually sold 0 of these Milwaukee toolboxes. So the next person I was able to actually check out was this guy, Christoph72, and he sold 5 of those. So I clicked on his information, and I was able to see that he sold all these items, and he's actually sold this Milwaukee Packout Large Toolbox, 22-inch, 100-pound weight capacity, IP65 weather seal. So he was able to sell this 5 times, and he's the only one with this exact title that's been selling this. So I found this guy, and he sold 11 altogether with 5 sales in the past 30 days. So that is a key takeaway, and that was the first item that I tried to see if I could source, and I figured out if I could sell. And lo and behold, I did. I clicked on his item right here, and it brought me to his eBay page, which is right here. And currently, he's selling this for $95.28. And the next thing I want you guys to actually take away from this is that this fire emblem on the side is extremely important. What it kind of shows to me is that he has a super hot title that people are actually searching for, and it's getting views constantly. People are actually clicking on this item, and he's actually making sales. So that's what you want to see when you're trying to snipe or find items. The next thing I started to look at was his price. His price is very good. I believe that this item is going to be less than this, and I was able to figure it out as we move forward. I'll show you how. So when we scrolled down, I was able to take this information and look at the features over here. So what I did next is I copied all this listing over here, and I did a Google search. So I searched Google for all this information, and I was able to find out that he's actually getting this item from no other than Home Depot. Bada bing, bada boom, here's the Home Depot item. And currently at Home Depot, it is selling for $79.97 with free delivery. So we don't even have to calculate that when we're going over our price. So what I did next is I made sure that I could turn a profit on this item, and we're going to go over to it. So first off, I wanted to talk about one thing. So since it sold 5 times in the last 30 days, that is a good item to source. I would say it. Since he's the only competitor using that title, that is a fantastic title. I would definitely try and hop on and be the second competitor for that, or maybe the third, whichever, depending on who gets on it first. I would undercut this guy, and we're going to go over it in a second on how I would do that. And we're going to go over promoted listings on how much I would do this in promoting this listing. So when we move forward, so I figured this out over here. So the sold for price is $95.28 after I have all my calculations for eBay, PayPal fee, promoted listings fee. If you're not tax exempt, this is going to be a little bit harder, but we're going to do this assuming that you are tax exempt. Your fee total and the cost of the item. Okay, so we plug in the cost of the item. It is $79.97. We have a promoted listing set to 2%, which on average is pretty decent. If you want to go higher, you can do that, and I'm going to show you how, but we want to make sure we can undercut this price as well. So currently he's selling at $95.28. If I were to sell this item, I would come in at $95.00. So $95 on the dot. So if we sell this at $95, we are still making a front end profit of $1.38 with a total profit of 1.45%, which is really on the low side, but it's still pretty good. If you want to maximize this, you can also use cashback gift cards or cashback portals to maximize your cashback profit, which will increase it exponentially. Home Depot is pretty hard. They don't have a 5% cashback gift card or a cashback credit card, so it's going to be pretty difficult to maximize the cashback for that, but the gift cards on them that you can get are really high, and I have a video that I'll link in the description up above where you guys can check out where to find discounted gift cards if you guys are interested in that. All right, I'll also drop the link below. But also, we're going to assume that we're just going to do a front end margin on this, so we can make $1.38 if we sell this for $95 and we set our promoted listings to 2%. So on average, you want to set it between 2 to 3 is my sweet spot that I like to go into. So if we even go to 3%, I mean, we're still making 43 cents for every sale. That's without the cashback gift cards, and it's also without the cashback portals or the cashback credit card. So that's still not too bad. He sold 5 in the last 30 days, which is exceptionally well. And since there's no competition, we may not even have to add a promoted listing to it. So we could set that to 0. And if we do that, we could sell it for $3.28, and the total profit will be $3.28, and the profit percentage will be 3.45, which is heading into the 4%, 5% range before the cashback portal, which is pretty good. All right, so next we're going to talk about the next item that I found that you guys may like a little bit more, but it may be on the riskier side. And what I mean by that, I'll go over it. So what I did is I went back to the same competitor and I found another listing. I checked out this Ryobi vertical bandsaw and I couldn't find it at a cheaper price than what he's got it. So I skipped over that and I went over to the Milwaukee brushless cordless handheld blower, 18 volume lithium ion tool only. And again, this guy is really good with his titles. So some of the guys out there are going to be phenomenal with their titles, building them up and getting sales to come in on them. He sold 32 of them, 3 in the last month. And this is another hot item that I would actually check out. So we checked it out and lo and behold, I was able to find his eBay item and we're going to go over that. And those are some of his other sales. He did do a lot of auctions, so that was pretty interesting to see as well. I don't know if that brings in more buyers, but it was actually pretty interesting to watch. So we got a Milwaukee brushless cordless handheld blower, and the next thing that I noticed right here is the 2 viewed per hour. That is extremely interesting to see. And I also have the price blink, also helps you find like discounted prices on this stuff. So it's saying that Bonanza has this for $49.87 less. Bonanza is kind of like a tricky place to like source items from. I've done it once or twice, but I don't recommend it. So we're going to go over this and we're going to see how I sourced it as well. Once again, he's selling this right now for $204.62. So what I did next is I copied the features again and I did a reverse Google search and voila, it brought me to none other than the Home Depot website. Here we go again. So we got another Home Depot item. This one is currently selling for $159.00. So, and it's also got free shipping, I believe, on it, free delivery. So what I did next is I brought it over and I checked if I can make a profit on it. So when this is selling at $204, we have all our eBay fees set out and our fee total is all this right here. The item cost we set to $159. If we are to sell this with a 0% promoted listing, it is coming out with a front end profit margin of $20.11 and 9.86% profit margin. That's before cashback gift cards. That's before cashback portals. That's before this credit cards that get cashback. That is phenomenal. So if you guys want to go for that one, go for it. He is like one of the only, there's like 2 other people who have the same title and this item is selling for really well. So why is this risky? Well, the item has only sold 3 times in the past 30 days and his prices have been fluctuating, as you can see from what I showed before. So the last time it sold, it was like in the 187 range, which is still pretty good for this being 159. So I believe if we change this to 187, let's see what our profit margin is. We're still doing a $5 profit margin, and it's still a total profit of 2.76 percentage, which is not that bad. So if he's selling it at 204 right now, what I would sell it at is maybe 200. So we got a total front end profit of $16.60, and we can also increase our promoted listings to see if we can rank the highest on this, and I would do it at 2%. So we bring our total profit front end to 6.3%, but our front end margin is going to be 12.6. That is before everything again. So that is what I would do if I were you for sourcing, and that's how I found 2 items for drop shipping Home Depot items on eBay. All right, and these are the profit margins. They're actually making good profit, and as you can see, I know you guys saw this before. I usually like to find profit margins that are going to be in the 5% and up range. So since this is 6.3 and it's still above my criteria of being above 5%, it's not going to turn red, and green is a go for me. So 2 greens is usually a go. 1 red, I got to evaluate it, see if it's worth my time. If the item is sold at least 5 times or more, you know, it may not be a bad idea to list it. The competition is low. It's got a good amount of hits coming towards it. It seems like it's going to sell pretty rapidly, okay? So that is it for me today, guys. And if you want, now is the time for that special, and I'm going to show it to you very shortly. So stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back. So here is the secret that I've been holding back on. I haven't really released it to you guys, but you know what? I think it's time, and I've been sitting on this for a while, and I wanted to introduce you guys to EasyFees.io. So what EasyFees.io is, EasyFees.io is my one-stop shop for calculating your eBay profits. So I know sometimes you guys are talking about how annoying it is to write everything down in a spreadsheet, to calculate everything constantly over and over again, and to have your VAs do this. It's a huge time waster, and it should be an automated process. So I went ahead and I built a Chrome extension and a website that actually coordinate with both of these things, and they actually enable you guys to figure out your eBay profits right on eBay. What happens is it opens up a Chrome extension inside of your eBay store, and you're able to put in your total cost, and you're able to set up everything that you need to do. This is non-API, so it's not going to hurt your dropshipping store at all. Everything is non-API, and it's all manual, and it works on the settings that you guys have actually implemented. You can use sales tax from every single state. You can implement it. You can use TaxJar to figure out your sales tax percentages. You can do set your promoted listing fees. You can set your cashback profits if you're just using one store or multiple stores. You can set your canceled items, your returned items. The list is endless, and it's finally done, and I wanted to showcase it to you guys. So thank you guys for sticking around and checking out the end of this video, because you guys rock. Now, the first 5 people who reach out to me and either message me on Instagram about this, or you can drop a comment on my YouTube, and I'll set you guys up with this to actually beta test it for free. So we are in the final rendition of making this available. It is just me and my developer who have been developing it over time. It's taken us quite a bit of time to get this ready and out for you guys, but I think we're just about there, and I think it's time to introduce it to you guys. All right, so let's go over this. So what this essentially does is it breaks down everything to you guys in bite-sized formats where you can actually figure out all your fees in one simple area. No more guessing and checking, no more going through hundreds of spreadsheets, no more going to your accountant with $500,000 in sales and like 3,000 pages of paperwork so that you guys have to show all this information for when, so you can do it during tax time. Like, we've got you guys covered. We actually thought about everything that we could possibly do in this, and if you guys want to add suggestions or tell us what we need to change, we are open to it. We are listening, and we're going to make those changes. So I want you guys to take a look inside of the dashboard right now. So right now I'm in Easy Fees dashboard, and this is going over our today's sales. So right now it has nothing to show, but the total profits overview for all, there's been 14 items sold, profits made are $172.75. It'll show you your top 3 items. So in the past, I used to use a delister that would take away the items in my store that are just taking up time. What we did is we also incorporated this inside of Easy Fees IO too. So now it's going to only show you the items that have actually sold, the top 3 items, as well as the items and how many times they've sold in the past 30 days. If they haven't, they'll have a 0 next to them. If they have, they'll have a 1 or a 5, and it resets every 30 days. And we're going to go over that. The next thing that we have right here is our listing price calculator. So you can include your tax, the item cost, and the listing price, and it'll generate your quick profit right here, doing all the eBay fees right for you, right in this little box right here. So all you have to do, in case you're trying to check an item, you can just go, okay, let me pull up this listing price calculator, plug in everything, and then go from there. Next, we have our billing overview. So we offer a subscription. So right now we are charging $10 for everybody to use this per month, and that is it. It's only $10. So we wanted to make it nice and easy and affordable for you guys. Nothing too strenuous. That's going to be off the top, and we believe it's pretty competitive. And right now it's only for $10 a month, and you guys can check it out. The next thing we have going on over here is going to be all our PayPal fees overview. So it breaks down everything from the all to the 2020 to January to the week to today, what your PayPal fees are. So you don't have to wait to the end of the month anymore to figure out how much profit you've made. You can do this daily now. It's simplified. We've broken it all down for you guys, so you can actually figure out how much money you can literally take out of your PayPal account right now if you actually wanted to see where your profit lies. The only issue that I would say that you guys should avoid is always make sure you can leave a little bit extra in case of returns. You should always account for returns, so don't take it all out, but this will give you a really itemized view of actually how much profit you're actually taking in. So there's no more guesswork. I don't want you guys to be like, oh, I don't know this month. Like, I got to wait to the end of the month before I figure out my profits. I got to see how much eBay is charging me. I got to see all this. I got to see what my prices are. No more of that. No more guess and check, okay? The next thing that we've built over for you guys is our seller account. So inside of our seller account, it is going to show you all your eBay accounts that you have active. Right now I have one link to this account. You guys can go rob it if you can find it. It's not active anymore, but it was a good selling account when I did have it. This one was selling, had 14 sales, $128.76. Once you see this activated sign right here, that means it's connected. So you're going to have to create a Google account. You have to connect with a Google account, your password, and then you're also going to have to connect to your store, and you're going to have to put in your eBay password as well. Now, this is non-API. You do not have to worry about it. It does not collect any data from the API integration with eBay. It does not at all. We've tested and tested and tested. It does not do that. You just have to do this so that we can link up and the Chrome extension will pop up in your eBay store, okay? All right, so next from there, we'll go over our seller settings. So this is where you can generally set all your seller settings up, from the PayPal fee to the promoted listings to the cashback credit card. You can set up your eBay fee. If you have subscriptions, you can set it to custom or a store. So if you have a starter, it's 10%. If you have basic or anything higher, it's usually 9.15. Are you tax exempt? Yes, no. Is there shipping fees? Yes, no. If the cost is above $45 or $25 like they do on Amazon, then you can add $5.99 to every order and it'll come up with your profits. We've literally sat down and tried to figure out all the pain points that you guys are actually dealing with, and you guys can set this up and customize it for each single item or just in bulk so that you can do it all the time and you can get your actual reports done. We have also come up with our tax table. Why did we come up with this? Because eBay is now charging sales tax for all items. So what we can do with this now is you can go into TaxJar and you can actually adjust every single state to know the actual taxes that you're going to be charged, and it'll actually calculate in your profits so you know how much money you're actually owe back to the state or how much that eBay has collected, whichever one you have to do. It's either you're collecting for that state to remit or eBay's collecting it on top, and you can figure out what your profit margin still is after eBay collects it and PayPal, okay? The next thing we got over here is our billing status. So for our subscriptions right here, you can choose a plan, and there's 2 plans that you can choose from. There's the standard plan and the limited VIP plan. So for right now, we still have this $10 a month VIP plan. I highly suggest you guys go in and check it out. All right, the next thing that we got over here is our item breakdown. So we're going to go over that. So in our item breakdown, this is going to show us what items have sold in the last 30 days, 0 sold amount since date listed, okay? So if it hasn't sold in the last 30 days and if it has sold but it hasn't sold in the last 30 days, it's going to show up right here. So now you're not wasting your time anymore. You have all of this data in this compact area where you can actually see what items have sold and what hasn't sold, so you can get rid of those items that are just holding you back from now on and do a clean sweep and just keep the items that are actually selling. All right, and our reports page is right here. And here's our bread and butter. Basically, this goes over everything that you guys want. So it gives you your record ID, the date, your seller account, your buyer name, the item that actually sold, the sold for price, the eBay fee, the PayPal fee 2, the promoted listings fees, non-tax exempt fee, whichever state it is. This actually picks up where the state it came from, and it shows you inside of here. So if there is a state, for instance, Tennessee, that you guys are actually collecting sales tax for, and you set it up in the tax table to actually say how much tax is being collected from Tennessee, then this box right here will show you guys how much you've actually collected and need to remit back to Tennessee. Your fee total, your cost of item, your shipping fee, if you have a shipping fee like we were setting up before, your complete amount owed, and that's going to be $31.49. Your front end profit is $12.51. Your front end profit percentage, it'll show you the profit percentage that you actually made. Cashback profit, what you made. If your cashback, you set up your cashback credit card and you can drop it below, or your cashback portal, whichever one you choose to use. I highly suggest you use a cashback credit card over your cashback portal, because that's a static number, while the cashback portal can constantly change. Same thing with gift cards. Gift cards get a little finicky, so we haven't really monetized that one yet, but we're just going to kind of stick with the cashback profit percentage, and you can set it up to whatever you have. If you have the Walmart 5% cashback card, if you have the Amazon 5% cashback card, if you have the Amazon 3% cashback card, if you have the PayPal 2% cashback card, you can plug that in right here and it'll come up with your profits. Complete total profit with cashback credit card, it'll give you your complete total profit with your cashback as well as without it, so you can compare the two. So your front end profit is $12.51, and with the cashback credit card you're actually making $13.01. Complete total profit with cashback credit card and your percentage, it's going to be $29.57. So you can figure out how much money you're actually making. All right, guys, so this is EasyFees.io, and I just really wanted to show this guys to you. And next, I'll show you guys our setup page.
What's up, guys?
So this is our setup page, and it'll go over everything for you. So how we set it up, how we put it into our page right here. I'm gonna see if I could skip ahead a little bit and show you guys how it connects. So this goes over how you download everything and how you set it up into your eBay account. So we're going to go over it, and I'm going to show you guys. This is our calculator right here. This is how it pops up into the page. So what we have right here is it pops up your record ID, the date, the buyer name, your zip code, the item name, the state tax. In this case, it's Tennessee. As we can see right here, this is selling from Tennessee. And it also goes over the PayPal fees, extra profit percentage. And right over here where it says original cost is where you're going to enter your cost. And then that information is going to fly right over and just go into our website, which calculates everything and showcases everything for you guys. So that is your secret gifts for actually checking out and sticking to the end of this video. So the first 5 people to actually reach out to me, I'm going to hook you guys up with this software for free. So reach out to me and let's start beta testing this and let's get this out there. And everybody else, you guys can check this out. It is my baby. I'm probably going to do another video about this in case you guys didn't check it out. But for all you guys that checked out this video and stayed to the end, you just made yourself an awesome deal. If you're one of the first 5, I hope you are, because this is a great deal, guys. It shows everything right for you guys, and it's easy to set up. Once it's all set up, you don't have to do anything. It's plug and play. You have your VA go in there and drop numbers, like simple numbers, 1 number from now on. That's it, 1 number. You push the easy fees sales entry button and calculate your profit. It saves that information, so whenever you click on it, it'll show your total profit. And that is it. You are all set and you are done. And the whole setup page walks you right through it. All right, guys, so that's it for me. So thanks for sticking around. If you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and let's just keep on moving, guys. All right, and peace.